Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wonderful Wellness Wednesday. My name is Dr. Michelle Gamble, and I'm an integrative wellness mentor with Sankofa Healing and Enrichment. I am coming to you today with an admission that I was wrong. How many times do you hear a healthcare provider telling you that, right? Well, I'm here to tell you I was wrong. We have been so caught up in this world, especially with what has happened through the COVID interestingness, let's just put it that way. And one of the things that we hear over and over and over again coming from quote unquote alternative health providers is you need to have optimal levels of vitamin D. You need to be taking vitamin D. You need to test your vitamin D and take vitamin D if your vitamin D levels are less than 30 and your vitamin Ds need to be at least 50 to whatever. Well, I'm here to say I was wrong. I too went along with this. And then recently, I've been doing more research and I've also started taking more courses with a new mentor of mine, Dr. Pam Popper. Yes, I do continuing education. I'm constantly taking more courses, constantly looking at the research because our understanding changes. Truth never changes, but science is simply man's quest to understand the reality of what truth is. In any case, in my research and in looking at what Dr. Popper was talking about, I started to look into this whole issue of vitamin D. And did you know that vitamin D is not actually a vitamin? Yes, vitamin D is actually a hormone because you see, vitamins are those essential nutrients that cannot be made by the body. And subsequently, we have to get it from our food sources. However, hormones are chemicals that are synthesized by the body, usually by different endocrine glands. In the case of what we term vitamin D is actually synthesized in our skin when we come into contact with the glorious nutrient called sunlight. Yes, it is so important. That is the nutrient that we are supposed to be seeking to increase in our lives. When you look at your vitamin D levels and you determine that your vitamin D levels are low, the nutrient, the supplement that you need to take is sunshine, not the supplement called vitamin D that is sold in the stores and things of that nature. Now, why do we say that? Well, because of this. If you've been following me for any period of time, you know that I am extremely skittish around hormones. And what I mean by that is my main approach to hormones is don't mess with Mother Nature. If you have an imbalance in hormones, my inclination is not to say, oh, well, if your estrogen is low, then we need to give you estrogen. If your progesterone is low, we need to give you progesterone. If your testosterone is low, we need to give you testosterone. No, what I'm saying to you is if there's an imbalance in your hormones, that is a message. Hormones are the chemical messengers of the body. So if there is an imbalance, that means that something is going wonky and the body is giving you a message to that particular inclination. When you have an imbalance of the hormones, the question we need to be asking is not, oh, where do I get my supplement for hormones? Where do I get my supplement for my hormone patch or anything of that nature? But rather, the question we need to be asking is, why is this level imbalanced? Why do I have too little estrogen or too little progesterone, or in this case, too little vitamin D? That is the question. And in the case of vitamin D, we have to look at two different things. Number one, are you getting sunshine? When is the last time that you have gone outside, rolled up your sleeves, and exposed yourself to sunshine? It is so crazy. We are so afraid of everything that is natural, everything that has been created by God. We are afraid of the sun. They have made us afraid of the sun. And so we are, because of this, making ourselves vitamin D deficient. The second thing that we need to ask if your vitamin D levels are low is what's using up the vitamin D that we do have? And one of the things that uses up the vitamin D that we do have is when there is inflammation. If there is a significant amount of inflammation in the body utilizes its vitamin D to deal with that inflammation, to deal with that oxidation. So, my tip for you for this Wellness Wednesday is remember, vitamin D is a hormone. Vitamin D is actually not a vitamin. And because of this, we need to start to backtrack our thinking about quote unquote vitamin D and now approach it the way that we approach hormones with respect and acknowledging that our hormones are the chemical messengers that are telling us clues about what needs to be brought back into balance in our world. I thank you for joining me on this wonderful Wellness Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. If you have gotten anything out of this, please share, please subscribe so that you will know when we release another video. And like us. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye, and God bless.